guys, welcome to Nerd Citadel, episode
11.
11. Thank you. We apologize in advance, or I guess not in advance because you're already watching this, for the shitty audio and video quality. Unfortunately, I done goofed and mixed up my laptop charger and my work computer charger. So we do not have access to our usual equipment.
You fool!
But today we're going to talk about some of our most anticipated movies of 2020, movies that we will most certainly at some point be reviewing. We're going to touch on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, some things that at least I find interesting coming out of that. And we're also going to touch on a little, just a little indie actor who met with a little indie producer. Nothing big. It just happened to happen on the...
We're just kidding, guys. It's going to be a big deal.
Ruin the surprise. Alright, so... Nick, you're the video game guy. So, we see that Monster Hunter is getting a movie with Ron Perlman and... who's it?
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah. So, obviously. I'm really curious what that's going to look like. It's kind of a loose story, isn't it?
I don't know.
I've only played the most recent one.
I barely played that. Combat's too slow for me.
Okay, but
I
as a
haven't
video
played
game movie,
any of them. So.
As a video game movie, Nick, what would you like to see them do with that?
It doesn't necessarily have to follow any video game plot or whatever. I just want to see a well-developed humanity fighting giant monsters with giant swords movie.
I actually hope that rather than playing one of the adventures, I want
Pacific
Ron Perlman...
Rim, but with swords instead.
Right.
Yeah.
But I want Ron Perlman to play one of the monsters rather than one of the
Ron
adventures.
Perlman is a real-life monster.
Ron Perlman's amazing. So far he's been the only actor able to make Hellboy cool.
He's one of two.
But he still made Hellboy cool.
And I don't even think David Arbor did a bad job. I just thought the movie sucked.
I actually have to watch it tonight maybe. I know it's for free everywhere. Actually, I'm pretty sure they pay you to watch it.
Oh, well, sign my ass up. Speaking of video games, did you guys hear The Last of Us won Game of the Decade? So, woo! Naughty Dog!
Oh! So, of course, in the last video, we already talked about that we have Morbius coming, but set in the same universe. Well, I guess now all Marvel movies will technically be set in the same universe, but we have Venom 2 coming. And there's going to be carnage.
Alright, Cassidy. You're gonna fry for what you've done. What do you have to say for yourself? I have a lot to say, and there'll be carnage. Oh, Cletus, I broke my arm. Can you sign my cast? I'll sign it in carnage.
So, do you think Carnage will be the only villain of that movie? I'm willing to bet he won't be.
I mean, probably not. It's Sony.
I think he should be, though.
And you think it's possible that because of what we're already getting with Morbius, the tie-in, that we'll possibly have Spider-Man in this movie? Maybe a Maximum Carnage storyline?
No, I think there should be just like a Spider-Man Easter egg with like since Carnage is a big villain for both Spider-Man and Venom, there should be like a good, solid focus on developing Carnage.
Yes, let this be like, and I know as far as I remember, Carnage isn't like the most complex villain, but Carnage is an awesome villain. So let's just make this movie like a whole movie of just establishing Carnage, as just this force of nature pretty much destroying everything in front of it. And don't kill him at the end.
No, make him he needs to be a serial killer that just happens to have powers.
Yeah. Yeah, make it awesome. Plus, Woody Harrelson, the dude's good. He's good in anything.
But let him be good.
Yeah, let him be good, Sony.
Well, on the bright side, remember, I think Andy Serkis is directing this one, isn't he?
I think so.
So that's promising.
Yeah. Let Circus do his thing, Sony.
Now, do you think, because it looks like we're going to get Vulture at the end of Morbius recruiting Morbius into the Sinister Six, a la Nick Fury recruiting the Avengers. Do you think, you know how at the end of Hulk, we then got, not Hulk, I'm sorry, the Incredible Hulk. I need to make sure to separate those two. At the end of
I don't think anyone
Hulk,
remembers the Ang Lee Hulk.
At the end of Incredible Hulk, we then got Robert Downey Jr. trying to recruit... Actually, I think he was technically trying to recruit Emma Blonsky. And that part wasn't really clear. I think in the book adaptation they hinted that's what was going on.
Well, as far as the movie goes, I think...
I guess we would assume it's Hulk.
You would assume that it's Hulk or even Thunderbolt Ross.
That's true. He did go to Thunderbolt Ross.
He went to Ross and was like, "We're putting together a team. Who's we?"
But anyway, what I'm getting at though is maybe we'll get Morbius at the tail end of this movie, recruiting Venom.
Well, that's assuming if they're even going to go down a team up route.
I think they are.
Or
maybe
Venom recruiting Morbius.
But we already know Vulture's going to...
Hey, Michael Morbius, my name's Eddie Brock. This is how American people talk. So, I was wondering, maybe you could join my friend and I.
Who's your friend? Hi.
Maybe we can make a team out of it or something. Hey, oh.
That was like Andrew Garfield's Boston. Or Spider-Man.
Hey, don't worry about it. My dad left a briefcase, so he left briefcase. I don't know. I try not to think about it. I like when Tom Hardy does like stereotyped American accents, because you hear him in interviews and he's got such a thick accent. It's probably hard for him to just speak American, so he has to speak to a stereotype.
So, Nick, I'll let you speak to this one. Godzilla vs. Kong. I know me and you were one of the few, or two of the few people that liked Godzilla King of the Monsters.
I just like to see Godzilla just owning every single big ass motherfucker that crawls out of the ground.
Did you see Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Or coming out of space.
No, I did not see King of the Monsters. Wasn't 11 in that one?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it was glorious.
Just screaming at things again.
It was... See, and I think this is also the issue that people had with it, is it was very much in the vein of the original movies.
Yeah, I know, given like all like the creatures in it, it almost felt kind of episodic in itself.
Well, not only that, just the way it was done, it was very whimsical, it was very... It felt less like an American adaptation
And more
of
like...
of the kaiju movies, and more of
Just a
kaiju
modern-
movie
Yeah.
that had American actors.
A kaiju movie with an American budget.
Yes.
See, I don't feel that way. I felt like there was still too much of a focus on humans. I just wanted to see a
Dude, you ever
camera
see
following Godzilla the entire time.
But you ever see the original kaiju movies? There's always a huge focus on the humans.
I know, but
He's Godzilla!
to me, they just need to do away with having a lead human role. Just have humans as supporting characters in a Godzilla movie.
You know what I
started out
think?
with humans and it ended with humans.
You know what I think? I think they should have Charlie Kelly in it. And he should play a scientist that plugs into kaiju brains. And then in the second movie, turns out that he's evil. If you've seen Pacific Rim Uprising.
I haven't.
Right?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, it is it.
Yeah, well, it turns out Charlie, who was one of the scientists in the first one,
Yeah.
turns out, I guess, from continuously plugging into the kaiju brain, it, like, links him to the hive mind, and he turns evil in the second one. And it's really stupid.
Yeah.
So,
I just like
when he was, like, one of the best characters in the first one.
I was just happy to see another giant robot movie.
Right. Apparently there's just not enough giant robots in the second one. Or when there are, they haven't done anything to, like, get the audience to actually care about it. Because you don't care about any of the pilots or anything. No one has a character in it. Which, I mean, like, you don't need to give, like, people in these movies, like, super developed, deep characters. Just enough for you to be like, oh, I like this dude. I want to see him get into that robot, and then that robot, like, fucks things up. I want to see him and the Asian girl pick up a yacht and pick up, like, a truck and hold it, like, a boat, and hold it like a samurai sword and swing it into a monster.
We could get that
what I
with
want.
Kong.
What's that?
Could have Kong pick up a boat and swing it like a samurai sword.
Well, I mean, that was in Pacific Rim, so.
I know, but we could do that with Kong.
Hey, Godzilla versus Kong. I just want them to look back at everything that made the old kaiju movies and, like, King Kong and stuff great. I don't know why I differentiated them, because a kaiju is just a giant monster. Kong is absolutely a kaiju. You know what I want it to be? I want it to be Godzilla and King Kong in, like, a knockdown, drag-out battle. And then a third challenger enters.
That's what's going to happen.
Is it going to be
Spoil-
Grape Ape? Grape Ape is absolutely a
No,
kaiju.
it's going to be Reptar.
I want Grape Ape. Screw Reptar. Yeah, they're fighting. You just hear, like, booming in the distance.
Oh,
I am Reptar. Hear me roar. Yeah.
But no, actually, who it's probably going to be? Do you remember the post-credits scene to King of the Monsters, Nick? Can we spoil something for you?
I don't care.
Do you remember?
I don't remember waiting after the credits.
Or maybe it was before the credits. But the ending scene was they recovered that one of the heads of King Ghidorah.
Mecha Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Nice. Do it. Look, I'm all about dumb, big, loud popcorn movies. Just don't tease me. Don't toy with my emotions. Make the big dumb popcorn action flick. And make it look like that from the start. And that's all I want from anything Godzilla related. I don't want to be grounded in reality and care about the humans. You can have some human characters just so that we have a point of view character to, like, really get in there. But, like, I just want to see insane, edge of my seat, like, bloodbath action.
Now, Eternal and Black Widow, I don't think we need to touch on too much because we've gotten into them quite a bit in one of our previous videos.
I haven't gotten into Scarlett Johansson
I haven't either.
Moving on.
yet. You know, I honestly, I don't even, like, know what I would say about the Black Widow movie, because I don't, I get the
I want
feeling,
to see David Arbor as Red Guardian.
yeah, that's fine, and I'm
Sure,
sure,
a Red Guardian movie.
I'm sure it'll be funny. I just from the one trailer, I'm like, I don't think this is going to be a good movie at all. But I'm going to see it anyway. I'm going to see it. Because when I go to movies, I want them to be good. I just, like, from the trailer, I was like, they either pick the worst scenes in this movie or there's just something about it that that's not getting me.
I don't know. I think it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be good. I think a lot of people aren't going to like it because I feel like a lot of people are going to go into the movie and, like, be expecting something Avengers-like and not something that's
Yeah.
straight up Black Widow.
Yeah, I mean, this movie is probably not going to be as flashy as some of the other Marvel films. Because you also got to think of who Natasha Romanoff is. What is her
Right.
deal?
It's gonna be a completely different mood.
Well, and it's about, at least the rumor is, it's about her sister. They're setting up her sister because her sister's going to be stepping in as the new Black Widow going forward.
Right on, and that's fine. Do it up.
But
Even though I do feel like she should have gotten this movie before her character
Yeah.
was killed.
I agree, and they better not resurrect her some way now. I don't want any of that.
It turns out with my blood and energy from Soul Stone still in this place, you could resurrect sister from my memories.
No, let's not do that. But we are getting Taskmaster as the villain. That's pretty cool.
I'm down with Taskmaster. I don't know enough about him. I just know he looks really cool. And he's a total badass, mercenary for hire type, likes to test his victims to learn their shticks. And he was a cool boss fight in Spider-Man, so
Now, one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and you're gonna balk at this one, Chris, is Mortal Kombat.
whatever.
Come on, man.
That's another one. I'll see it. Well, it's Mortal Kombat. I know what I'm getting into with it. I
You're
know.
going to enjoy it.
I want to enjoy it. I want to get the same joy from this one that I got from not the original, but Street Fighter.
Bob, I liked the second one. Was it Annihilation?
Yes.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, for me it was just like more
And
more
here's
of the
thing.
first.
Here's what lends to this being a good movie, because the bar's very, very low.
Yeah, all they have to do is not be as
Don't try to make a good movie. Don't even try.
yeah. Honestly, like, what was it? Was it MK9 is where they started the soft reboot?
Maybe.
Was it MK9?
No, wasn't it? Didn't it start with Deception and Deadly Alliance?
No, it was after that. It was the one that involves Raiden sending his visions back in time. It's supposed to like take place at like the end of Deception or something. Then he sends his memories back in time to his younger self. And
Oh yes. That was well, that one. I think that one was just called Mortal Kombat.
well, yeah, but wasn't it the 9th installment?
Yeah, because the most recent one's 10.
Oh
And that
yeah,
was-
because 11 either just came out or is about to.
Maybe. I know 10 came out like this past year, didn't it? Or 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was a little while ago. I don't know. I'd look it up, but my phone's our camera. But yeah, just all you got to do is like just play through that game, realize that it's all dumb, none of it makes sense, but there's a charm to the fact that it's all dumb and none of it makes sense.
But the mythology's all really cool. I mean, as much as I said it doesn't, they don't need to try to make a good movie. It could be a good movie.
It could be.
And who the hell's directing it? I know from the director, it really could be a good movie. It's
I swear to God, if it's what's his face from the Resident Evil movies, I'm gonna kick you.
talk about A Quiet Place 2 while I look this up.
I don't know anything about it, but I want to see it. Honestly, I didn't know that the second one was like actually happening until earlier today.
Quiet Place was the one where the kids went to their grandparents or something, and the grandparents turned
No.
out.
A
one
quiet,
was Quiet
a Quiet
Place?
Place is John Krasinski. It's a really well shot movie where they have to be really quiet because the monsters respond to sound.
Did you not see that?
I don't think I did.
Dude, it's such a good movie.
It's really good.
It's got some like ex machina moments to it, but they don't take away from the movie
It's
as much
very
as you would
intense.
think. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think it's that intense. I just think it's a
It's
well.
as intense as a nearly silent movie can be.
Well, for being called A Quiet Place, I felt like it wasn't quiet enough.
Oh no, wait, I think I did see it. Was that? What was the one where all the people were underground? The doubles.
The doubles?
Us.
Oh, never mind. I didn't see it.
Yeah, no, you're thinking of a Jordan Peele movie.
That
And
one was really good.
I actually didn't see that one. I didn't see Us. I heard a lot of good things about it.
It was great.
All right, cool.
Oh, I guess I could have sworn I saw Mortal Kombat with a date for 2020. I guess it got moved to 2021.
Oh, well,
Right.
I guess we can't talk about it now then.
Nope. Moving on. What's next?
Assholes.
Do we know who's going to play Raiden?
Why can't we just get what's his name to play Raiden again? Is he still alive?
I don't think so. And no.
Who was that?
I think we're caring too much about this. So what's next?
Birds of Prey.
So, there's going to be Birds of Prey and Suicide Squad. 2 movies with Harley Quinn in them. It's James Gunn, dude. And Dave
It's
Bautista.
Warner Brothers,
Dave
dude.
Bautista is rumored to be Bane in it.
It's Warner Brothers.
They've been doing really good. Cut them some slack.
Can we just have a solo Bane movie? With Dave Bautista?
Did you see Aquaman?
Yes.
And what'd you think?
I thought it was stupid.
You're stupid.
Did you see?
You're stupid!
You enjoyed Wonder Woman.
I enjoyed Wonder Woman until the end, yes.
You enjoyed. Did you see Shazam?
No.
Shazam's really good.
I'll give it a shot.
Dude, they're getting good. You know you're excited about the new Batman movie?
I'm excited enough. Look, Warner Brothers, like, again, I want movies to be good, but Warner Brothers has a bad track record as far as my perception of movies. I'm not saying that these movies are objectively bad, except for Justice League and Batman vs. Superman. Yeah, no,
Those are the only 2 that have been bad. Well, and Suicide Squad.
yeah.
Dude, do I need to remind you? Do I need to remind you? Joker?
Joker, but wasn't that more of like an independent section of Warner Brothers?
No. In fact, they're saying the tone of the Batman is going to be more similar to Joker.
Okay, well then I hope they follow through. I hope they follow through. You know, I hope it turns out okay.
Man of Steel?
Man of Steel was good.
Man of Steel is the most underrated superhero movie ever made.
Okay.
And Nick agrees with me.
Okay. You guys can agree on that. That's fine. I'm
You
not.
lost your right to an opinion when you said the original Full Metal was better than.
Well, I don't know. I guess I care about pacing. I don't know.
I kind of want to talk about that. I just want to grow him up on this.
I like both of them. I prefer the 2003.
Brotherhood has such a better story with how the whole alchemy thing worked.
Right? Yeah. I think the lore was
Okay.
better. In,
Bringing up Full Metal Alchemist, you're not doing any favors to Warner Brothers
back.
because they did do the Full Metal Alchemist movie.
We're not going to talk about Japanese live action.
Well, then you know what? I rest my case. No, I
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Okay, fine. They had a few decent ones. I guess I'm not a fan of DCEU movies, which are still Warner Brothers, because the object of make money at all costs, screw the art.
But most of them have been good.
No, they haven't. Not to me.
I wouldn't say most of them.
A couple of them.
If you count, Nick, the number ones that you like... Okay, let's look at this from Nick's perspective. If you count the number ones that you like, Nick, it would be most of them.
Start firing away and I'll say yes or no. We'll keep count.
Man of Steel,
Yes.
Batman v Superman,
Yes.
Justice League.
That's in the middle.
It's in the middle. Okay, Suicide Squad,
No.
Joker,
Yes.
Aquaman,
Yes.
Shazam.
Yeah.
You forgot the one. Oh,
Well, you know,
most of them were...
here's the thing. We should omit Joker from that because that's not DC.
He's still 4-1.
Yeah, right. It's still 4-1. You like most of them. I dislike most of them. I'm not saying that they're all objectively bad films. They're not films that I enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, even Batman v Superman was a series of really good scenes. It just
Right,
wasn't put together well
It
at
was
all.
just.
I don't
It
like
was.
how they did Doomsday. That's the only problem I had with that movie.
That was, I think, the biggest problem with the movie. But, hindsight's 2020. They got their payday, and then lost Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill.
They didn't lose Cavill, did they?
Yeah, there's been rumors that Cavill will be Superman again.
I thought I heard Cavill
That's fine.
saying that
He's
would
the
stay
best.
Superman.
He's the best Superman that we've had. So
He is the only Superman in my book.
he's the only dude that's actually built like Superman.
Yeah. He looks the part. He looks like they plucked him straight from the comic.
But you gotta respect Christopher Reeves.
I have a ton of respect for anyone that's played Superman.
He brought the character to life.
Yes. I respect anyone that's played pretty much any character for what they tried to bring to the role, except for Jared Leto. Because, yeah.
All right. Well, I think we got through. I guess our most anticipated movies, unless either of you guys can think of any.
I got one. The one movie I want to see more than anything else is Passion of the Christ Resurrection. Because Mel Gibson has balls the size of the moon to think how many years later I'm gonna make a sequel to The Passion of the Christ. And here's the thing.
That what I would believe is set 3 days after the movie he made 15 years ago.
I don't even care. I'm gonna go to this movie. I hope it comes out in 3D, 3D IMAX, Dolby Surround. I will put down some serious money to see this movie. And also to be surrounded by unironic evangelicals waiting to see this awesome film, just praising Jesus.
Why did your opinion change so quick, though? Because when I first mentioned this to you, you said you would rather see Avatar and not the James Cameron one.
The Last Airbender?
Yeah, I would rather see that. And technically, I would still rather see that. But I know, the core of me knows that this is suffering I need to endure. Pain will bring me closer to God. I need to see this.
You need God.
No, I know we don't get along.
That's why you need him.
I need to see Passion of the Christ Resurrection. Not because I want to. But because I need to see the reactions of everyone else. I want to see another old lady have a heart attack during the film. Because apparently that happened during the screening of the first one. Some old lady during the
Oh,
Jesus.
a lot of people fainted.
Yeah. I was too young to have gone to the theaters and seen that. And appreciated it. I'm jaded and in my 30s now. I'm ready for this. I want to be a part of that history.
Have you seen the first one?
Oh, yeah. I fucking love it. Not because I think it's that good. I think it's totally pandering. In the weirdest possible way. It's not like pandering, like showing like Jesus' love and how awesome Jesus is. It's pandering in a guilt trip way. It's friggin' 4.5 hours of Jesus getting the absolute shit beaten out of him. And then some line about the Jews will pay for this. That got taken out of the subtitles at some point. And there's directed by Mel Gibson. You should love God because look at all the suffering he went through. So I love it.
All right.
And the acting's actually pretty good in that movie, from what I remember. I actually remember the acting being stellar in that movie.
Well,
Because say what you will about Mel Gibson, but say South Park said it best. Say what you will about him, but the man knows damn narrative structure.
okay, so we also have some news that's been circulating that at some point Patrick Stewart had a meeting with Kevin Feige. Now, apparently, from Patrick Stewart, nothing's going to happen. But you got to wonder, just that Kevin Feige met with him for the possibility of coming in, what does that mean for what they're planning with the X-Men?
But Ryan Reynolds is very excited. He might see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again.
Look, I'm down for Hugh coming back. I would like to see someone else try and fill those shoes, but
You're the
I'm
right
the height.
you're the height and half the build. Because trust
With
me.
the right trainer, I'll get there.
Oh, of course. I don't think you're mean enough.
That's where acting comes in.
You just look so sweet.
Yeah, Nick, you need some scars, and I need to rough your face a little bit.
All right, I'll join MMA for a little bit.
No, don't join MMA. Join an underground fight club, you pussy. Yeah,
Don't talk about Fight Club.
MMA is for cocks. Fight clubs are where it's at. Come to my mom's basement later. Beat the shit out of you.
But what do you think it would mean, though, if we got an 80-year-old Xavier at the start of a new franchise? Would it be a new franchise?
Patrick Stewart has looked 50 to 60 for the past 30 years. I don't think it matters if he's actually 80.
Can the Quicksilver that they've already established coincide with the Quicksilver of the X-Men universe?
I don't know.
They did do all that time stuff, so wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
And we are going to have...
Who did all the time stuff?
Well,
though?
we're gonna have
the
a-
X-Men or the MCU?
We're going to have
Both.
Yeah, but neither one of them. Well, MCU that couldn't bring Quicksilver back.
But we are going to have the multiverse of madness before this happens. So God knows what's going to happen there.
God, I really hope that movie's awesome. Because, like, the title sounds corny, and I hope they lean into it enough. Because that's how general audiences are going to accept a lot of the wackier comic book stuff. You need to be a little cheesy about it. You need to be a little lighthearted. But I really want this movie to be awesome. Especially because I really like Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange.
I want it to be really mind-fucking. Like, I want to walk into that theater, be ready to watch, like, a typical...
See live action Doors of Perception in front of you.
So with TV, we got Falcon and Winter Soldier coming in the fall. And there's been pictures circulating of... who's the actor playing U.S. Agent? You read it a little bit earlier.
Wyatt something, or Russell Wyatt, I think the name is.
Or Wyatt Russell. I think it's Wyatt Russell, isn't it?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
It's a guy with two first names.
Anyway, he's going to be coming in as U.S. Agent, and for a while, U.S. Agent was actually like my favorite Marvel superhero. Because he's a more hardened, more hardcore version of Captain America,
Gotcha.
who actually has super strength, not peak level of human strength. Actually, is legitimately super strong.
I'm
He has a
pretty
cool
sure.
black costume.
Yeah, I did see the costume. It looked pretty cool. MCU wise, though, I'm pretty sure Captain America had super strength. He wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to just be peak human, but he was overpowered as hell in that universe. But in a way that warmed my heart.
He did hold back Thanos' fist for like 3 seconds.
For like 3 seconds. And that punch that Thanos gave him in Infinity War should have killed him. Like, it should have knocked his head clear off. Because, like, Thanos didn't just, like, knock his head. He, like, wound up that giant purple hand and just crushed Steve Rogers' head in.
But what do you think it means? Because obviously everybody's been talking for a long time about who's going to be picking up the mantle. what do you think it means that we're going to have U.S. Agent, who's obviously supposed to be a character, or at least trying to pick up the mantle?
Maybe we'll get moments of different people trying to be Captain America.
Could get Frank Castle, Punisher, because he did it too in the comics. Could get what's
Captain Punisher?
Captain Punisher.
As long as John Barenthal's doing it. That's all I need. Make it happen. Disney.
You're about to say Sony, weren't you?
I was about to say Sony,
And
but
maybe we'll get Red Guardian popping up in the series too.
look, as a man with a belly, it's good to see representation from people like David Arbor. The man who pretty much made Dad Bod hot all over again. What?
No comment.
Nick, what characters would you like to see pop up on? What Captain America inspired characters would you like to see pop up on?
I don't know any.
Captain Canada.
Captain Canada.
I remember that one actually.
Well, he's not called Captain Canada.
Well, that's his name now. What's Canada gonna do? Apologize to me for not...
We could get Captain Britain. That'd be pretty cool.
The shield,
Nah.
the shield gets knocked out of Falcon's hand and it rolls down the street a little bit. Oh, I do say, oh hoppity boppity. Well, this is quite a pickle, ain't it? I just pissed off some British person.
Dude, you gotta check out Captain Britain. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, I'm sure he is. British superheroes can be cool.
And we could get the original. You ever read? You don't read comic books.
I don't read.
Are you familiar with when they did Truth Comics, Red, White, and Black, and revealed that the original Captain America was a black man? You familiar with that storyline?
Pre-World War II? No way America would let that happen.
Well, it was basically like a concentration camp style experiment. that was going
Gotcha.
on.
Did that eventually lead to Luke Cage's origin?
No, it led to what's his name? I think it's called Patriot and the Young Avengers, the young black, like Captain America Jr.
Gotcha. So what's the point of that story?
The point is, I'm mentioning another character that we could see.
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
America inspired character. That we could see pop up.
Honestly, I forgot what led into that talk. But it would be cool. I want to see... I want to see just, like, every possible demographic pick up that shield.
So, any other messages you guys have for our viewers before we head out?
Captain Kabuki! Just a Japanese dude with the shield. Like, just get like, I don't know. I don't even care how old he is right now. Get Jet Li to do it. Oh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Vibranium.
Oh, I forgot a movie. I just realized we forgot to mention the newest G.I. Joe movie coming up.
We just skip that.
Oh, they're doing a solo movie for Snake Eyes.
Why?
Because
Did they not learn from the last two G.I. Joe movies?
this is a new movie, new universe.
Okay, well then, good. Okay.
Crossover with Transformers.
There's speculation there could end up being a whole universe of Transformers, G.I. Joe,
Power Rangers.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, they need to bring Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Batman.
The Bayverse?
That was a great movie. Did you see the Turtles and Batman movie, the animated one?
Yes, I saw parts of it.
Oh, so good. It's just shh, eat the pizza, eat the pizza.
It works. And you know, that does work to solve problems. Just slowly inserting pizza into people's mouths.
I'd
But,
love
okay.
to see another team. I'd love to see a good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
The first one for the live action with Megan Fox was really
Was it?
Was
good. I
it?
really liked it. It was funny.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
all that I wanted from it was for it to be funny.
It was funny. Okay.
I want to see Secret of the Ooze all over again. Just remake Secret of the Ooze.
Speaking of old
I think you
movies-
need to make the Power Rangers movie again with Ivan Ooze.
Speaking of old movies, Jim Carrey said that if the right filmmaker was involved, he would do a sequel to this Mask movie.
Only if he's gonna do a comic accurate mask and really fuck with people's heads.
I'd be completely okay with the mask that he portrayed with the first one.
Yeah, and plus.
Well, you didn't like Jamie Kennedy as the Mask?
The second one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just like
I totally forgot there was.
Oh, it was
second
actually
one.
pretty hilarious. It wasn't by any means good, but it was funny.
I mean, like, they can try doing that again. I don't think it'd
Say
be as
no.
well. I don't think it'd be as well received now. I think the 90s and early 2000s were a very particular time for movies. That's where we got like a generation for a hot minute that all thought Batman Forever was a really good movie.
Say Daddy. Nick, do you remember from some of the Mask? Say Daddy. Mommy. Mommy. Say Daddy. Mama. Say Daddy. Mother.
Mother. So yeah.
So I think that concludes this week's episode of Nerd Citadel. I don't know what to tell you at this point, so stay tuned for next week, but we'll have plenty of stuff, I'm sure. We'll hopefully be back to our slightly less shitty audio and video.
This might come out better than the other.